السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Today we are going to talk about ikhfa shafawi, and also along with that we are going to be talking about Iqlaab. What is that? Well, whenever noon sakin is followed by a ba, there's something strange that happens. The noon sakin becomes so scared of the ba that it converts himself into a meme. So you don't hear the sound of the noon sakin anymore. You actually hear the sound of the meme. Just like I explained it to the children, like a chameleon. Now, I don't know how many of you are familiar with a chameleon. I'm sure all of you are. They are pets in some people's homes, and you have these amazing videos on YouTube as well about how they can change color. So here you have a chameleon, and what happens to it? Well, whenever it is scared of an enemy or something that it feels it's threatened by, it changes to the color of the background of where it's sitting. So for instance, if it's on a bark of a tree, it'll turn brown. If it is on grass, it'll turn green, and so on and so forth. So it's got this miraculous God-given ability that Allah has blessed it with to change itself. And so to make this, for the children to understand this concept, I teach them this Iqlaab, or the changeover, in the same form. I say, well, Noon Sakin was so scared, that just like a chameleon, it turns himself into a meme. So now you don't hear the meme anymore. You actually hear, you don't hear the Noon Sakin anymore. You hear the meme. And this is called, when you do that, well, actually, meme is also very scared because it doesn't want to face the enemy either. So it actually hides himself. And there's a little clip that I'm going to show you after this video or during this video, so you'll be able to see how the lips should form, because you don't entirely close the lips. There has to be a paper space within your lips or parting your lips, and it's so slight that it's barely visible. But the thing is, it's not the pursing of the lips as you say the m sound, just like I told you that it was like a lipstick letter. But this one, you are actually going to just kind of close your lips a little bit, and it kind of tickles when you do that. And here also, so every time when you see a meme, sakin, and a ba combination, you will do the same thing. If a meme, sakin is followed by a ba, you are going to hide the meme sakin from the ba. So whenever in the Arabic or the Mus'haf with the Rasmul Khat of the Arabic text script, you'll see that there is no sakin on the top of the meme, showing that there is something that's happening or something that's causing it not to go into a total sukoon. There is an elongation of the sound. So for instance here, if we have this word, min ba'di, do you see that? Min ba'di. This is the meme, the noon. You're not hearing the sound of the noon at all. And as you can see, you don't have any sakin on it, again showing that something's happening to the noon, the sakin, which is causing it to blend in or hide as it goes on to the next letter, which is the ba. Min ba'di. And here we see this. وَأَنبَتْنَا. And what is this one? عَلِيمٌ بِالظَّالِمِينَ. See that? And now these are the combinations or where this was actually a tanween. As you can see, it's not showing itself like that, but this damma should have been a little bit more here. I've drawn it too far away. But this damma was actually, part of this damma was the noon. This was the noon sakin, which converted itself into the meme. That's why it looks like that. So in the Arabic text or the script of the Medina complex Quran that you see, you'll see it like this, where you have this as the damma, and then you have the meme, which is where we're going to do ikhfa shafawi, alimun bizzalimin. And then because there is the concept of the meme which is followed by a ba. Again, there's a hiding. It's scared of the ba, and even though it's changed its color, it's no longer the color that it was, and it's blending in, but you can still, it's still hiding, it's still scared. So here you go. And as you can see, there's no sakin. So how are we going to say it? بَعْضُهُمْ بِبَعْضٍ بَعْضُهُمْ بِبَعْضٍ. And here, look at that again. يُؤَخِذُكُمْ. There you see there's no sakin here again. And so that's because there's a ba coming next to it. So how will we say it? يُؤَخِذُكُمْ بِمَا. Okay, and because I wanted this to be something that universal, like even the people, us in Pakistan and India, here you see that. I'll just show you the differences between all of these letters so that you will be able to gauge, the words, so you'll be able to gauge the differences. In our Quran from the subcontinent, it follows a different script, the Nastaliq script. The only difference between that is that here you have the sakin present, and then you have the meme here. This is because this is the original meme, and then but still here also is the original, the original noon sakin. It's the not a tanween, so you can see what's happening, but they are showing you the iqlaab, the changeover, that the noon sakin is followed by a ba. The noon sakin converts into a meme. But the only thing that's different between these two is that the sakin is present here. Okay, that's min ba'adi. But if you, I should have put a kasra here. All right, here wa anbatna, and here look at this one. What is the difference between the two? The only difference between the two is that there's a sakin present here and there is no sakin present here. Okay? This is just to show, I find this so much easier because you know that something's happening, you have to do something here. Whereas here, you don't. The meme tells you that yes, you're going to do the ikhfa shafawi. Here again, this was the Rasmul Khat from the Medina Complex Quran, Alimun bi-dhalimin. And here, look at that. Now here, the entire tanween is present. See? And then you have a meme hanging there. Here, what did they do? They took the damma, and they showed the part of the tanween as the meme. Okay? Look at that. So that's the difference. Alright? Here again, بَعْضُهُمْ بِبَعْضٍ. Now the only difference between here and here is that the sakin is being shown here, whereas it's not being shown here. Alright? Now because the sukoon means an entire stop, and this is not really what's happening because you need to hold that lip formation for a bit before you go on to the ba. بَعْضُهُمْ بِبَعْضٍ. There's a little bit of a elongation of the hold. About maybe, I think it's about 2 or 3 counts. بَعْضُهُمْ بِبَعْضٍ. In order to get a really good idea of how long, I would suggest that everybody listens to a good recitation of qaris from Saudi. You have many. My teacher always recommended me to listen to Ibrahim Akhtar. He's very good. And to teach, you need to really make sure that you are explaining it to the children with total confidence of what you know. So you must have the ilm or the knowledge of what you're teaching. Be sure about what you're telling the children, and be sure about what you're teaching them, because whatever they learn, they are going to be implementing. All benefit goes to you, so try your best. يُؤَاخِذُكُمْ بِمَا. See that? There's nothing on the meme here, and look at that. يُؤَاخِذُكُمْ بِمَا. There's a sakin over there. So that's basically a very simple concept, and believe me, they really get this fast. As soon as you say, oh, it's a chameleon, noon sakin is hiding, it's so scared, it turns himself into a meme. So do try this out, and I think even adults would find this very easy to understand. Hold the ikhfa shafawi a little longer, okay, Tanya? وَأَنْبَتْنَا. Say it again. وَأَنْبَتْنَا. Okay, next one. عَلِيمٌ
الظالمين.
Yes.
يؤاخذكم بما بعضهم ببعض.
Jazakallah khair. So there are two things happening. Noon sakin followed by a ba. It's so scared of its enemy. Ba is like an enemy. It turns himself into something totally different. It becomes into a meme. And this changing over, or this metamorphosis, or this change in color is an iqlaab. Okay, it's an iqlaab. And then this, because it is an iqlaab and it's not showing itself, you have to do a shafawi on it, because it's no longer now the noon sakin sound, it's the meme that is going to be heard, which is why it's the shafawi. Shafawi is the hiding of the lips, okay? Shafawi, shafatain. Ikhfa, shafawi, so it's ikhfa means to hide, ikhfa is to hide, so here we are hiding our lips, and that's your meme sakin, okay? Meme sakin with the ba, or meme sakin followed by a ba, you have your ikhfa shafawi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.